Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Zodiac. Welcome. So basically, it's very live, entertainment. I think that's my own interesting way about how it goes. I think that everything's gonna be very peaceful. The way how it is. I think that our own circumstances about the way how this game works. I understand that there's always a way about knowing what to do, and you have to, understand about your own ways about understand about what's going to be doing on and stuff, right? So the way it happens, right? The way how this is, but the way how this is in that way, you have to understand, but the way how it goes, because that's the way it seems to be, right? So you have to understand on how everything is in that way, because everything has to be all great and how it is. So you're trying to be who you can understand of how it goes, and you think that everything seems to be fine, but then you have to have your own welcoming way about it, right? So this is the way it seems to be, but it's just how it kind of is in that way, because you have to understand what the way how this is, right? We have to believe that everything has to be all good in that in the way how this is. It's like this is the way it goes, but then you have to understand about what's going on in that way, because you're trying to figure out what's happening in that way how it goes. You're trying to uh, use your own way about okay, well things need understanding on the way how this is, right? So you have to understand that the way how this is, you have to be who you are and understand from the right moves, the right ways about how it is, and you have to know exactly how it is, because the way how this is like how everything's going to be happening in that way. Then you have to go with the flow. You have to, uh, understand about how you can do it in that way, because that's just how it seems to be. So you have to understand but the way how it goes in that the way how it is, right? So this is the way it seems to be, but nonetheless, that everything has to be all good, and you have to, how you can believe it in order to achieve it, because that's the way it is in that way, and you have to do exactly how it is. You're trying to, how it is in that way. So you have to, do exactly what you're told to do. You have to be responsible. You have to be who you are. You have to be authentic. You have to, understand about what's going on. But the way that this is, you have to do it as long as it's right. So you have to be reliable, and you have to know what it takes, because that's how it seems to be, right? So that's how it goes. Yeah. So in that way, it's gonna be very interesting about this whole entire game. Remember, it's the Poke Gods and Defeat the Odds Poke game as well. So this is the way it kind of goes. This is the way it kind of is in that way. So for instance, we have the Tim's cards to split the cards up. I have the dealer button because we know who's going to be doing that as well. Remember that the progress will be on your left side, so Alex is on the right side. Do not get confused about it, but that's how it goes. But that's what it seems to be in that way. So this is the way it kind of is now. That how it is, and you have to do exactly how it seems to be in that way. So you have to know about the basic ways about knowing what to do, and everything has to be all good. So you have to know exactly how it is, and you have to uh, know how it is in that way. So this is how it goes. Please give a like, please give a comment if you want. this is how it's going to be, I guess. Right? So this is how it goes. And this is the way it kind of happens. So let's see what's going on. And let's see. All right, here we go. So let's see. Pro gods have the Queen of Spades. Zodiac has the Five of Diamonds. So I'll go last. Wow. So here we go. Here we go. Please give a like if you want. And please say hi in the live chat if you want. But this is the way how it goes. So here we go. Focus, we get 6 cards, so else we get 5 cards. So let's see what the Pro gods have. Pro gods have the King of Clubs, 7, 2 of Spades, 5 of Diamonds, and 3, 2 of Hearts. So that's what they have. Alright. Let's see what I have. I have the Ace 6 of Diamonds, Queen 10 of Clubs, and Queen of Spades. So that's not bad. And here is the lovely flop. And the flop is 4 diamonds, Ace 8 of Hearts. Turn. 5 of Clubs. And 7 diamonds. I believe I have 10 high, 10 6 for the straight. So that'd be the 8 high straight. Pro gods kind of missed with their 2 pair. 1 point for Zodiacs. 0 points for the Pro gods. Let's see what the second flop is. Flop is 7 of Hearts, Jack of Spades, Jack of Diamonds. Turn. 9 of Spades. And King of Hearts, 9, 10, Jack, King, Queen, King on straight. 2 points for Zodiac, 0 points for the Pro gods. And here we go. And the flop is Jack of Diamonds, 5 of Clubs, Ace of Hearts. The turn. King of Hearts. And 10 of Hearts. So I have a Queen high straight as an Ace high straight as well. So Photos kind of missed with there. But then they had 3 high flush. Oh boy, wow! I didn't see that coming. Jeez. So a flush defeats it. So now it's 1 point for the Pro guys, 2 points for something else. I did not see that. So this is a good game so far. So yes, we get 6 cards, we get 5 cards. Let's see. Now I have the Jack 7 of hearts, 7, 8, 10, 2 of diamonds. So I have, I have hearts and diamonds. That's not bad for me. That's really not bad. Let's see what the pro gods have. Pro gods have the king of diamonds, 6 of clubs, ace 4, jack of spades. So that's what they have. And the flop is 4 diamonds, 4 hearts, 2 clubs. The turn, 20 diamonds. And 5 diamonds. I believe I have an 8 high flush. An 8 high flush defeats the straight. Now that must be at least 3 points for Zodiac, 1 point for the pro gods. And let's see. And the second flop is jack of diamonds, 10 8 clubs. Return 4 clubs. And 6 of hearts. I believe I have 2 pair, jacks and 8s have 2 pair. Pro gods only have jacks and 6s. They kind of missed. So that must be at least 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 points for Joy Alex, 1 point for the pro gods. And here we go. And the flop is 8 of clubs, 2 queen of diamonds, 2 of clubs. Turn 6 hearts. And 9 of diamonds. I believe I was 16, 9, 10, 10 I straight. So that's 5 points for Zoe Alex, 1 point for the pro gods. Wow. Just wow. Things are just about interesting about this because I'm ahead by 4 points. It's not bad though, because it's like I'm trying to do exactly what it is. And when things to be in that perspective, I think that everything has to be all good and how it is. But the way how this is, I think that there is a way about knowing what to do, and when that is perspective, that's the way it goes, right? So it's like how it's going to be very interesting indeed. And you think that okay, everything seems to be fine, but it's like no, it's not. That's how it goes. So here we go. Plus we get 6 cards, so we also get 5 cards. Let's see. Poets have the ace 9 clubs, 4 10 king of hearts, and 7 diamonds. So that's very interesting indeed. And let's see what I have. I have the queen 2 of spades, 6 4 of diamonds, and queen clubs. So that's how it goes, I guess. And the flop is Jack of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds, 9 of Hearts. Straight flush for the Pro Gods. Turns to 10 of Clubs. And top of Diamonds. I believe that Pro Gods kind of have the 7, 9, 10 Jack. They have a Jack high straight, but then I have, if I use the Queens with the straight, I would have the 8, 9, 10 Jack, Queen of Queen high straight. Queen high straight defeats the King high straight, or the Queen, Jack high straight. I mean, so that must be at least 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 points for Zodiac, 1 point for the Pro Gods. Wow, just incredible. Wow. And here we go. And the flop is 5 of Clubs, 3 Diamonds, 2 of Hearts. Turn. King Diamonds. And Queen of Diamonds. I believe I have a 6 high flush. I also have a 6 high straight. That's 7 points for Zodiac, 1 point for the Pro Gods. Wow, look at that, eh? Just wow. Wow. And here is the flop. Flop is 2 of Hearts, 10 of Clubs, 9 of Hearts. The turn. Queen of Diamonds. Top set for Zodiac. Open-ended for the Pro Gods. And 6 of Hearts. Wow. So now I had the top set pair of Queens, but then Pro Gods have the King of Flesh. Wow. So now it's 2 points for the Pro Gods, 7 points for Zodiac. Wow. See, everything is going to be very interesting. It's like a challenge, right? And when you decide about having a very interesting challenge indeed, you think, okay, everything's going to be fine. All right, this is how it goes. And when you do that, it's like, all right, things are going to be very good in that way, because you know how it is, and everything has to be all great. But then it's like, how can you, right? How can you do all these math skills and you pay attention on what's going on, right? So it's like how you're going to do that in that ordinary fashion, and you have to do exactly what it is, right? So it's like everything has to be all great, but then it's like, how would you think that, right? How would you do that, right? So that's how it seems to be, I guess. Progress, we get 5 cards, so we also get this card. Let's see. I have the 8, 10 of clubs, Jack, Queen of hearts, 8 of diamonds, and 9 of spades. So that's not bad for me. That's really not bad. And let's see what the Pro Gods have. Pro Gods have the 7 Jack of diamonds, King of clubs, 7 spades, and Ace of hearts. So, this is why I'm kind of a little bit interesting about having a tilt, as in poker terms, mad, because I know that I have the Queen Jack of hearts, but then Pro Gods have the Ace high. They have the Ace of hearts, so I can make a royal. No, but the way how this is the way it seems to be, but then it's the way how it goes. So here we go. And the flop is 10 of hearts, 10 2 of spades. Turn. King of hearts. Royal flush draw for me, but it's not really. If I use the 9 of hearts, I would have the straight flush. And 6 diamonds, no royal flush there because I missed it. But I have a 3 of a kind with a pair of 10s. So now that must be at least 8 points for Zodiac, 2 points for the Poor Gods. Wow. And let's see. And the flop is 4 of diamonds, 3 of hearts, 2 diamonds. Turn. 3 of clubs. And 9 of hearts. I believe I have 8s and 3s defeats the 7s and 3s. Now it's 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 points for Zodiac and 2 points for the Poor Gods. Wow. And the flop is 2, 4 diamonds, king hearts. Turn. Turns 9 hearts. And 3 diamonds. I believe I kind of missed. It's only a pair of 9s. I kind of missed my straight draw. In my heart draw, Pogas have the jack high flush. So that must be at least 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 points for the Pogas, 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So this is going to be very interesting indeed, because it's the way it kind of goes in that way. So it's like everything has to be all good, but then you have to understand that this is going to be very interesting indeed. So this is how it is. So yeah, so we get 5 cards, Poor Gods, we get 6 cards. So let's see. And Poor Gods have the ace, 4 of diamonds, 8 of hearts, queen, 5, 9 of clubs. So, that's what they have, right? So that's how it goes. Let's see what I have. I have the king, queen of diamonds, ace, 9 of hearts, and king clubs. So the way how this is, again with the royal flush draw, they have the king, queen of diamonds. They have the ace of diamonds, so they take the royal once again. So this is the way it goes. I took their straight flush away because they have the queen 9 clubs, and I got the king clubs. So you see a big difference there, right? So this is how it goes. And the flop is 7 of spades, 6 of clubs, 10 diamonds. Turn. Queen of hearts. And 7 of hearts. I have kings and 7s. I have 2 pair. Poor Gods, well, they have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have the 10 high straight as well. So a 10 high straight defeats my 2 pair. Now 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 points for the Poor Gods and 9 points for Zodiac. And here we go. And the flop is Queen of Spades, 10 of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds. Turn. Here's the 2 diamonds. And 4 spades. I believe I would pair queens, but the pro guys have queens and eights. They have 2 pair. So that would be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 points for the pro gods, 9 points for Zodiac. And here we go. And the flop is 8 of diamonds, queen of spades, queen of hearts, 8 queen full house, but for the pro gods, but I have tried queens, so anything could happen. Any queen, king, 9 would be a split, but king would take it. The turn goes to 4 of spades. And 3 of clubs. I believe that I have a 3 of kind with a pair of queens, but pro guys have queen for a full house. That must be 9 plus, so they have 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 points for the pro gods, 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. So I don't usually emphasize this way, but this is very interesting indeed, because this is how it's going to be in the way of how it goes. So, I don't normally do this, but the way how this is, I guess the pro guys could get more cards and I would have less cards. But we're close in points, by the way, so it's the way it goes, right? So I know that I won last time, so now it's going to be the pro guys' turn again. So that's how it goes, I guess. Just a few more rounds. Let's see what's going to be happening. Progress we get 6 cards, so you also get 5 cards. It's going to be a little bit different. So let's see. And it is, because Bogas have the King 8 of hearts, and then they have the Ace 8, 4, 10 of diamonds. So, they have pair 8s, they have diamonds, they have hearts. That's what they have. Let's see what I have. I have the 10 of spades, 7 of clubs, 10 of hearts, and 6 of diamonds. So, the way how this is, yes, they took my 10s away, I took their 8s away. But, the way how this is, I took their straight flush away. So this is very interesting indeed. So here we go. And the flop is 3 of clubs, Jack 5 of diamonds. Turn, 4 of spades. And 7 of diamonds. Wow. Yeah, so I had the 8 high straight, but look at this. Both have the dang ace high flush, everything else. Oh my god. Send me on tilt, or repeat, send me on tilt. Me. Yeah, I'm on tilt. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 points for the Pro Gods, and 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. Wow. And here we go again. And the flop is Jack 2 of spades, ace hearts. Turn. 9 spades. And queen of diamonds. I believe I have the queen high straight, but the Pro Gods have an ace high straight. Oh boy. So it'll be 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 points for the Pro Gods, 9 points for Zodiacs. It's a very close game. Very close game, folks. No matter how this is going to be very interesting. It's just getting heated up now. Getting intense, getting wild, everything else. So it's like, wow. Alright, so this is going to be very interesting indeed. Here we go. And the flop is queen of spades, 9 of hearts, ace of clubs. Turn. 3 of clubs. And queen of clubs. I have the 8 high flush against the Pro Gods' pair of 8s, pair of queens. They have 2 pair. The flush defeats it. Now it's 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 points for Zodiacs, 8 points for the Pro Gods. Wow. Yeah, this is just getting interesting. How intense it is, right? So it's not over yet, but the way how this is, it's like you're trying to, how you can express it and try to do your own math wisely, and you're trying to, how you can battle it out. Just like how everything's going to be very interesting indeed. And when you do that, it's like how you're going to conquer the expectations of how it's going to be in that way. Because you're trying to know how it is. You're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to know how it is. So it's like, all right, this seems to be very interesting. I know what to do, but then it's like, oh boy, like this is how it's going to be, right? So now it's my turn to get more cards than the Pro Gods do. Focus, we get 5 cards, so else we get 6 cards. So let's see. And I have the King 8, 6 of hearts, Queen diamonds, and Queen 7 spades. So that's what I have, right? So let's see. And let's see what the Pro Gods have. Pro Gods have the 6-3 of diamonds, 4 8 clubs, and 5 of spades. So, this is going to be very intense. But the way how this is, I think that everything's going to be very interesting indeed. So let's see. And the flop is 2 of hearts, king of spades, 7 hearts. Turn. 4 hearts. And ace of hearts. I believe that I have the king eye flush. So now it's 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 points for Zodiac. And 8 points for the Poet Gods. And the flop is 7 of clubs, ace of spades, 9 of diamonds. The turn, 10 of clubs. And ace of clubs. Obviously, I had the straight, but then the Pogos have the 8 high flush. Yeah, so that must be at least 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 points for the Poet Gods, 11 points for Zoe Alex. All right, so here we go. I do a little bit differently. And the flop is ace of clubs, 2 of diamonds, 9 of spades. The turn, 3 of clubs. And 2 of clubs. I kind of missed with my straight draw, but the Pogots have the 8 eye flush again. They have a straight. So that must be 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 points for the Pogots, 11 points for something else. Wow. Yeah, this is a battle, I guess. Really, a big, huge battle. So if you're wondering what tilt means in poker terms mad. So, that's how it kind of goes, but you know what I mean, right? So you have to understand that this is very interesting indeed. And when you have your own in advance of how to be professional about it, that's how it kind of goes in that way, right? So you have to know exactly how it is, and you see it as it seems to be, and you think, all right, well, it seems to be very interesting. All right, so that's how it kind of is at the moment, right? So this is the way it seems to be, I guess. But let's see. And the flop. Flop is 9 of clubs, jack 4 of spades. Turn, 10 of clubs. And 2 of clubs. Wow. So now I had the straight, but Pogots have the 8 high flush again. And now, exactly, 11 points for Pogots, 11 points for Zoe Alex. He's going to break up the tie. And the flop is ace of clubs, jack four of hearts. Turn, five of clubs. And ace of hearts. I have the king on flush. Pogas have fours and fives. They have two pair. They missed their straight draw. Now it's 12 points for Zodiac, 11 points for the Polygons. And here we go. Flop is ace nine of hearts, not ace of clubs. The turn. Jack of spades. And two of clubs. I believe I have queens and aces.